Good morning. Okay. A small block B is placed on another block A of mass 5 kg. So where is my cursor? Right. Okay. I couldn't see my pen. Just a moment. Yeah. Okay. So a small block B is placed on another block A of mass 5 kg. This is your 5 kg mass, 5 kg mass of length 20 centimeter. Of length 20 centimeter. Okay. 20 centimeter. Initially, the block B is near the right end of the block A. So it is here. Okay. A constant force of 10 Newton is applied on the block A. So you are applying a force here. All the surfaces are assumed frictionless. Okay. So that means this line is also frictionless here. Here also there is no friction. Let me write mu equal to 0 here, mu equal to 0 here. Okay. So if the object A moves by a distance of 20 centimeter in 10 seconds, if the object A moves by a distance of 20 centimeter, which means it has started from here, it keeps on moving all the way along, okay, until this point. Let me give some names here, some labels here. Let me say this is C, this is D here. Okay. In 10 seconds, the object here moves to the point D. Right. What is the distance moved by the object B in the same interval? The question is, okay, what is the distance moved by the object B? The object B is standing on top of it. Okay. So most of the students, what they assume is they consider something like this. You have an object, you have a book, for example, they keep an object on top of it. Now, as a result of it, when I move this, the object should also move together. So as a result of this, they write an answer equal to B. 70% of the answers I'm getting this. Okay. And then the second option I'm getting is it by a guesswork. They say, see, maybe it moves 50% of it. 50% is sliding. I asked them why, what is the reason? They said, we don't know, but we thought, okay, maybe we usually take averages. I don't know for what purpose these averages were being found and how it has been used in physics. Many people, they get often confused about using these averages. Wherever you take temperature, what is the temperature of that? They take, okay, initial plus final divided by 2, average. Okay, so that is incorrect. So you should use averages only at some point. Okay, so now what we do is, so therefore some of them have answered this also. So this is also incorrect. This is also incorrect. Both are incorrect. Okay, then you can ask me, sir, if that is the case, say no other information is given, how do I know? There's so much information given, you need to utilize it. Okay, now let us solve it without wasting time. Now what is happening here? The major part that you need to look at is, where is it? It says all the surfaces are assumed frictionless. Okay, if suppose if I remove this, then how does it make sense? Then definitely it's very difficult to solve this problem. So here some other clue is given here. This is the clue that has been given. See, all this represents data. See, mass, length, all this represents data. But the main crux of the physics problem lies over here. Okay. So now let us solve this. So therefore, what is meant by friction? Friction is nothing but you have on this surface, you have some projections like this, irregularities, roughness. Okay, if you take a microscope and go through it, okay, just look into it, you observe that this surface will be so much rough, and this surface will be like this only, will be like this only. Okay, maybe some of them are interlocked like this. So it is like you have one surface like this, you have other surface like this. Now these two are interlocked like this, right? Now what happens is when you apply a force, what happens? You are applying a force. So it takes a long time for me to break these projections and go out. That's what is happening. Now when you say the surfaces are frictionless, which means you don't have this surface, you have this surface like this, and you have another surface like this. Of course, these two are standing on top of each other like this. Now which is what? Which is like this now. Okay? Not even like this, it's like this over here. So it's like this over here. So easily you can glide. There's nothing which is holding it here. There's no lock and key like this, right? कुछ भी खींच नहीं रहा है, ठीक है? So therefore now we can easily move like this, very smooth. So now this is what is happening. Now in that case you apply a force 10 Newton. Now what should happen when you apply a force 10 Newton? This force is applying in the lowermost object, and as a result of it, this object will move. But what will happen to this object? This object did not move, right? Because if somebody has to pull it from the below, then this can move. Okay, so nothing is pulling it like this. So it is like this. It is touching one with the other. It's touching one with the other. So it is just moving like this, just touching like this and moving across here. It is not pulling it over here, right? So if it is not pulling, then definitely this object will move. While this, what will happen to object B? Object B will not move. It will just stay there only, right? So after some time, after 1 second, okay, this block has moved here. After 2 seconds, the block has moved over here. Which one? Object A has moved. Does object B move? Object cannot move. B cannot move. Reason is because A is not pulling it, right? A will pull it. Only then B can also go along with it. If A is not pulling, how does it go? It cannot go. So therefore, as time proceeds, you see that A will around start moving like this. While the moment A reaches this end, maybe it reaches here itself, or the mid itself, okay, B will topple down, right? So therefore, now distance, the distance moved by object B in the same interval is nothing. So it will directly fall somewhere. That's it. Okay, so what is the answer? It doesn't move, which means what? Distance is 0. So see, so much amount of data is given, but you need not do anything here. You just need to understand the logic behind it. You need to understand what is meant by friction. Okay, so no math, but still I observe that 98% of the students did not understand it and answered it. Only 1 or 2% have answered it, and that too, a few of them have answered by fluke. Few of them did understand what can happen and finally answered it. Okay, thank you friends for watching this video. If you like, do share and subscribe to your friends to this channel so that I get more number of views and I get an encouragement to do more videos like this. Thank you.